Hi there guys, welcome to this next instalment of Train Sim 2017. There's going to be quite a lot of content at the moment, so I'm trying to get as much out as I can. So just now we're on the London to Brighton route. We're with the scenario that comes with the Just Trains Advanced Class 60. There's this one and one more which is about learning to drive it. So let's get started. Hello driver, please head out to the end of the goods loop once your engine has warmed up. You are then following 2 Tango 59 to Haywards where your train is waiting. Okay, so we're going to go pick up some cargo wagons full of cement and then take that train to Hove Junction. So I have done a video with the Class 60. I haven't got the Class 60 sound pack from Armstrong Powerhouse on this. I will do.
Right. NRN radio test
on. Next today. NRN radio test. Set to move off. Stick it up into reset the DSD. Stick the time and power on. Release the brake. So even in Train Sim, this is an incredibly powerful loco, and it's quite oddly scripted. It's got its foibles. It's not quite perfect. But if it's sand, then you can see the sand spitting down on it and things like that. Yes, they've tried to do the CPAC's quite half decent, which is why you can see it sort of jumping and not here. So we actually put a bit in. Reactive throttle, shall we say. As much as I love the 60, it is one of my favourite locos in real life. The Just Trains one is good, but I just feel it could be better. I don't think the Armstrong Powerhouse does anything with physics. When they made this advanced, I don't think they updated the textures that much on it. Really? Definitely not on the outside. It does look a bit dated these days. That's quite clearly red there. It's a nice logo. What I haven't done, what I need to do is put tail lights on. At this end, should have done my walk arounds properly, really. If you haven't watched the video where I do the Class 60, I actually compare this to the actual Class 60 manual, which I have. Class 60 is the tugs. So these were built by Brush in late 80s, hang on a second, 89 is when they started. The last one was delivered in 93, and if I remember right, that was quite late. They were supposed to be delivered well before then. They're a very powerful loco. They had a mirrorless MB275T engine in it, and they had a ridiculous tractive effort. So I mean, it's 3,100 horsepower to power output, and out of the ground it's 2,415. But the tractive effort is 106,500 foot-pounds of torque. 474 kilograms. I think that was the highest for quite a long time. He predicts I think the only loco that actually beat it was the 59, and I think that still stands today. So I mean, that's pretty crazy. A really valuable seven. So in the 1980s, British Rail decided a requirement for a high-power Type 5 diesel locomotive in its train-load freight sector. In August 1987, British Railways Board issued a competitive tender, just like they did with its 91s, for response on the 7th of November for a fleet of 100 locomotives. For the 6 companies invited to tender, only 3 bid responses were received. So one was Metro Camel, offered a Metro Camel body with optional traction packages. Many untried and could not offer performance guarantees. GEC, which was the 91, GEC in partnership with General Motors, as they offered the state-of-the-art Class 59 built in the UK, probably at Brell. And then Brush offered locomotive by the mirrorless or brushless engine, used CPEX traction control, which was used in the 58, which does surprise me why they went for that, because I think it was the CPEX system that was worked in the 58, but there was an issue with 58 was that it slipped a lot. So, I don't know. Of the 3 builders, Brush was selected and the order was placed for 100 locomotives at a deal worth 120 million. So, yeah, $1 million each. So, I can't remember what video we were doing the other day, but I was talking about Procore. I think it might be one of them with a 92 in it or something. And Procore built the body shells. And the engine that was fitted was a higher power development of the one that was fitted into the experimental Class 37s. 37901 and 904. It says here the first locomotive delivered in June 89 and sent to Derby for testing, which revealed a number of teething problems, parts requiring modification, including axle response, suspension, mirrorless engine cylinder head. Now I think those sorts of things have lingered on with the 60s a bit. They never had great reliability, and I mean that's why the Super 60 project happened, which I'll get into in a bit. They never had banging reliability. They were a bit sort of, as much as I don't like to say the 59s were definitely better. What new order should we go to 66? the moment, DB Schenker have offered a few of these up for sale again. They did have some before, and Colas snaps them up. In June 2007, EWS was acquired by DB Schenker, a wholly owned subsidiary of the German railway company Deutsche Bahn. Since working for EWS and Schenker, Class 60s have been employed on stone aggregate, ballast and petroleum traffic, and also on steel trains. By 2009, many of the 60s were in storage with only 15 operating at any one time. I think the number actually got down a lot less than that. I think it got down to about 7 at one point, I think. In September 2010, 20 of the class were offered for disposal by DB Schenker, whilst in November 2010, DB announced that 20 units would be overhauled. In January 2011, DB Schenker announced that 7 units would undergo overhaul with an option to overhaul a further 14 units. The overhaul was described as an upgrade to create a new fleet of Super 60s. They gave no technical update, but on one of the websites there were mechanical upgrades trialled on 600099, electrical upgrades on 60011. So in 2012 the 60s were offered for sale through Roman Case International. In late 2013, DB Schenker offered 20 units for sale. These were purchased on the 31st of October 2013 by Doncaster-based Webtec Rail. So it was actually Webtec that bought them in a £10 million deal. So hang on a second. They bought them for about half the price they cost new. I'm sure the depreciation on locomotives isn't too bad. In June 2014, we bought the 10 locos had been sold to Colas. I don't remember the numbers. The first to appear was 60087. So they had loads of names. Livery-wise, they did have quite a lot of liveries, to be fair. And a lot of the celebrity ones, one of my favourite, which is actually my channel description, was 064, which is the Teenage Cancer Trust. They also got the Territorial Army livery. Before that, they had a Great Western livery. There was a few. And it wasn't 6-4, being daft, it was 7-4. Teenage Cancer Trust. It's called Teenage Spirit. Ooh. This is our train on the left of us. The 60s themselves, were they truly a success? I don't know. Do I still love them? Yeah. They were, I think, the last pretty much British built diesel locomotive. Which, when you think of it like that, makes them pretty special. driver, depart if you have the road ahead for Hove Junction. So let's go back into here, let's pull that off, that out. Let's move the tail lights off. Like these wagons, especially nice clean ones. I remember thinking they were super modern when I saw them as a kid. Brake overcharges sometimes just to get the odd sticky brakes if you can get right off. Brighton route, I am being third rail country, I quite like, and that is purely because of the London to Brighton route for MSTS back in the day. I remember at the time not really struggling to get a picture of a 319 cab, and then all of a sudden just this add-on coming out and me going yes, and I bought it basically so I could see the cab for 319, but then they bundled in with it was the wind-off MPVs, and I thought banging, I've never seen the cab in one of those either. It's my pure disappointment. Which used to happen a lot with MSTS, was that you get lumbered on the default cabs, and it was defaulted to the 319. So I got a double dose of it really. I was never really that impressed with that was different from 321. Loco's in as a Mainline livery, and Mainline Freight was a trainload rail freight operator based in Islington, London. Its operations went up to Yorkshire in the North East, and Somerset, and it was formed from part of Trainload Freight Division. Coming up to privatisation, and they thought they could flog it all through. And Trainroad, and it was Transrail, Mainline, and Locomotive were bought all by Wisconsin Central, which became EWS, at that time EWNS. So Mainline was originally created in '94 with Transrail and Locomotive. It's part of the, I wouldn't say regional split, kind of is, I suppose, of British Rail's trainload freight operations. Mainline Freight centre of operations for the south east of England, East Anglia, and the East Midlands, even though they were seen basically all over. I mean, I did see quite a lot of them. Mainline was something I saw, Mainline 58s, Mainline 60s. I saw one Mainline 60, I think, in my memory. Most of the 60s I saw was still in Triple Grey, usually in the aggregates sector or petroleum sector. So how they sort of did it was to try and drum up a little bit of competition pre-privatisation between the companies. So Mainline this anyway. So the mainline fleet, you had 08s, 09s, 31s, 33s, 37s, 47s, 58s, 60s, 73s. And depot-wise, you had Toby, Stratford, Hither Green, Stuart Slade and Eastleigh. Loco is supposedly called the rolling wheel. Never heard of that. I'll have a look at it again when I get out. Going through a pretty long tunnel. Mainline 37s I saw quite a bit. Just waiting to get out of this tunnel now so I can look at the logo again. Yeah, I can kind of see it's like the worst route for vegetation. So that was called the rolling wheel logo. I quite liked it, to be fair. I liked the aircraft blue livery on them. It was different from ground blue. It worked. Was supposed to be northeast. I quite like the local delivery, but that's supposed to be Marmite really. I don't know if it's just the livery stood out more, but I think more were painted in local delivery than either Transrail or Mainline. Transrail, to be fair, I don't even think did Transrail even have a logo. They haven't painted any locomotives. It's an operating base and some blazing. The only thing Whitney says about it is the company's livery was based on the previous trainload freight two-tone grey livery, with the addition of a red band T logo and Transrail branding, which is what I remember. So God knows if that was a cop-out. So I bet they probably had a smaller fleet anyway. Oh, 08s, 31s, 37s, now, get ready for my bed. I did this little extra one. I know who was a train driver for years and years. He remembers the 60s coming in. He drove the 60s quite a bit in the early 90s and mid 90s. And he says he ain't got a bad word to say about him, really. And it looks like it would have been a pretty comfortable cab. There's an electric element as well to heat that up. To heat up pretty quickly. Oh, those snatch wagons. Yeah, the physics were better on drive this on. I'll have a look at the Armstrong Powerhouse sound pack and see if that does improve the physics. Alright again. Thanks ever so much again, guys. Hope you've enjoyed it. Do feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe. Give us a little taster of what you want further on. Got a suggestion for some westerns and something a bit different, but just if there's anything you guys would like to see, let me know again. Alright, thanks ever again, thanks ever so much, I'll see you again soon. Well done driver, you did a brilliant job this evening, and it is this evening, it's good night for me because I'm off to my bed, so good night, I'll see you soon.